Hey, yo, black men, what's happening? Yo, peace, what's goody? Hold on. Now, I just rolled that clip for you guys. I love saying that. What you just looked at was a video of, I guess, maybe a day party or something like that, somewhere in Atlanta. Now, I've made multiple Atlanta videos, and I'm going to continue to make those. But I tell guys all the time, if you live in Atlanta as a black man, please do yourself a favor and leave. I lived in Atlanta for about 6.5 years, and it was interesting. I went down there for college. I spent a little bit of time after college down there, and I'm like, you know what? It was kind of cool in the beginning. I went down there with a plan. So throughout everything I encountered and went through, my experiences, I was always focused on the plan. And luckily I made it out, achieving that plan. But the reality of being down there, man, as a black man, it's tough. It's really tough, man. Again, I never knew, well, let me not say never. I never really understood, to the certain magnitude what black men really had to deal with down south until I went to Atlanta. And see, in Atlanta, black men don't live a good reality. See, in my 6.5 years down there, one thing I realized, black men don't move to Atlanta. And the same way how you guys just watched that video, roll it back if you have to. Look at how many women are in attendance compared to black men. Now, one thing that's a stigma in Atlanta is I think the ratio is like 16-1, 20-1, 10-1, something like that, right? You would think, oh, it's all these black women down there because it is, a lot of black women in Atlanta. You would think, oh, all these black women, for all these guys, man, guys are having their way. No, a very small percentage of black men are having their way in Atlanta. Yes, the city may be filled with a bunch of black women, but those black women are not checking for the majority of black men. Listen, of the 100% of black women, or no, forget the 100%. Every black woman who's below an 8, whatever you guys might consider an 8 to be, the bottom 80% are checking only for the top, maybe even 15, 10% of black men. And I'm not even talking about the guys, who check off all the boxes, man. It's like guys who fit a very specific, archetype, stereotype. It's ridiculous, right? But see, the caption of that video was saying how, listen, Atlanta turned everything to a party. Now I have one video on my channel, and it was a black woman talking about it, but she was saying how, listen, blacks are migrating from whatever cities they're moving from to the South. And we already know, everybody understands this. The South is the South. The South is nothing but trees, farmland, and racism. People already understand you move down south to retire. You don't move down south to go and start a new life. I mean, some people do. And in a place like Atlanta, it works well for black women. Black women are in positions of power in Atlanta. Black women have numbers in Atlanta, so they're going to have control. So it makes sense for black women to move to Atlanta. But for black men, hell no. Again, like I said, I met people, I met professionals, and I met just the average everyday guy. Black men don't move to Atlanta, bro. If anything, black men move out of Atlanta. I met more guys who left Atlanta and never came back compared to black men who moved to Atlanta and said, yo, I like it here. Matter of fact, I met a guy from Mississippi when I was in Atlanta. Listen, I've never been to Mississippi. I don't know what's in Mississippi, but from people I've met from Mississippi, they tell me, yo, nothing's out there. And for this guy to leave Atlanta and go back to Mississippi, that told me everything I needed to know. That told me everything I needed to know, bro. He said, yo, I can't even, that guy told me I can't deal with it out here because it's real, bro. The reality is too real. Listen, like I said, the caption of that video said, Atlanta turned everything to a party. Now, the video on my channel, the black woman said how, listen, these places down south, they're building up entertainment. And we already know that Atlanta is the quote unquote Black Hollywood. It's the face of, it's pretty much the most popping city in the South. Every region has the city that's like the most influential. And in the South, it tends to be Atlanta. Atlanta has the rappers, the entertainment industry, TV, movies, and stuff like that. It is what it is. So black women move to Atlanta because it looks lit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? People move there because of, Real Housewives of Atlanta. People move there because of rap music. They want to become a rapper, a stripper. Matter of fact, most of the black women who move there, if she's not a professional, she becomes a bottle girl, a stripper, bartenders, and all that other kind of stuff. So the reality behind Atlanta is, like I said, black women move to Atlanta and they do good there. And for black women, okay, whatever, cool. If you want to if you feel like, yo, your life is better in Atlanta, go ahead. But I even made videos on my channel talking about how, listen, black women are running from these other states on the West Coast, up north, in the Midwest because black men are done. The simps are in Atlanta. The simps are in the South. It's the simps who still want to hold on. Listen, black women in these other states, they're upset because they don't have simps. And whatever Pookies they want, whatever Tyrone they want, they're not checking for them because, yo, I can go have a better life with a Latina mommy. I can have a better life with an Asian persuasion, a Snow Bunny. So black women are running down south. That's why I keep telling you guys, black men, get up out the South. The numbers. Black women are moving down south because they have these Section 8 vouchers, and the places down south are accepting them, putting them in good neighborhoods. Yo, black man, listen. Like I said, man, Atlanta, the reality behind Atlanta, 10 times out of 10, your HR is a black woman. Your supervisor is a black woman. Your CEO might even be a damn black woman, dude. Listen, I had a black woman tell me out of her mouth, if Kamala Harris become president, or like I said, whatever her name is, Kamala, if she becomes president, black women are going crazy. In a city like Atlanta, where black women have numbers and they're in positions of power, yo, I'm telling you, black women will be worse than the slave masters. If you think the slave master was cracking whips on black men back then, you haven't seen black women in action, dude. And I'm telling you guys, in Atlanta, black men are oppressed. I saw it with my own eyes. I was living it. I experienced it. Black men, you are oppressed. Listen, one thing I saw in Atlanta, black men did not smile. Black men did not smile. And if you saw black men dating black women, listen, out in public, man, these guys were walking 5-10 steps behind her with his head down. Yeah, maybe you saw a Tyrone Pookie walking with his head up. And fuck them niggas. We don't care about them, okay? I don't care about Pookie. I don't care about Tyrone. I'm talking about the average black man. I'm talking about the black man who don't fit these astronomical standards. Those black men were miserable. So I'm telling black men, listen, yo, pack it up. Again, Atlanta, it's a fake city. It's pretentious. Everybody down there is flexing. See, Atlanta, it doesn't have and yo, you guys can say what you want to say. Yo, the South, maybe at one point, the South, it was, somewhere to be respected as a black. Maybe in the earlier years. You know what I'm saying? After slavery, before 1960, the South was probably a place to, really respect. Now, man, come on, stop playing, man. Black women have taken over. And why do you think they're running from these other states, man? There's a reason why they're getting pushed out. Black men, that's where you need to gravitate towards going because at least in those places, man, it's not as many of them. If you want to date out, you can. Listen, one thing when I was in Atlanta, black men were subjugated to taking garbage, accepting garbage. Like these guys, listen, he already knew, listen, the black woman who was a 7 out of 10, 8, 10, 6, 10, he couldn't get that. These guys were with 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, big shit. Mind you, man, these weren't no busted looking dudes, man. These guys were sharp brothers. You know what I'm saying? These guys were just average looking dudes with a female way below his standards. You can tell she was below his standards, but I understand some guys just want to have something, man. And I'm telling you, yo, black women, man. Again, like I said, even in that video you guys just watched, yo, you see all those black women just shaking ass, shaking ass, shaking ass, shaking ass. That's all they do. And guess who they're not giving that ass to? Yo, that's what I'm saying. Most black men who live in Atlanta aren't getting no pussy. I lived there for 6.5 years. You guys can't tell me I'm fucking lying. Listen, I probably know more black men than you guys ever met in your life. I went to a HBCU. Trust me, I know black men. I met brothers who are from Atlanta. Well, what they call them, Grady babies. I met these guys, bro. I met the Pookies, the average black men, incels, whatever. Come on, I met all of them in Atlanta, bro. Most black men in Atlanta are not getting no pussy. The bisexual down low men are having way more sex than the average black man. And those same black women have sex with those black men. There was some, listen, it was so sad to even hear sometimes. Some of those black men, you know what I'm saying? They were going months, years or whatever without having no box. And his first go around, his first time, well, not like virginity, but his first time getting with a black woman in however long, yo, these guys caught a STD. Could you imagine? You was trying to get some box, bitches turning you down, telling you no. It's been what? Let's say it's been 12 months. You ain't getting no box. You finally luck up and get a shorty. Because you so starved out, you want to bust her raw. And then bam, now, you can say, yes, it is that man's fault. But I understand, dude. As a man, it's your biological need to, you know what I'm saying? And black men can't even get that. Yo, like I said, man, this video, I got so off topic, man, but it's about Atlanta. But Atlanta's not a good place, man. I keep telling black men, yo, black men who don't conform, you're not worried about being a rapper. You're not worried about being on Tyler Perry's next movie. You're not worried about, trying to finesse people and do all that other. Come on, man. Come on, man. Black men, get up out of Atlanta, bro. Atlanta's for fake people. You have to be a fake person in order to live in there. Either a fake person or somebody who enjoys suffering. Because like I said, that's all I saw black men do. Suffer. Suffer. Tyrone and Pookie may be having a way, but trust me, even those guys complain. Yo, black men, aren't you tired of losing? Don't you want to be happy? You know black women don't make you happy. You know black women make your life hell. You know the AA 2000 is treacherous. She's a destroyer. She is a destroyer. Come on, come on, come on, come on, man. You know what time it is. Like I said, man, they're trying to make Atlanta seem like it's something that it's not. Atlanta is a city of degeneracy. Black women love degeneracy. That's why they moved there. Like I said, yo, black men don't move to Atlanta, bro. And what you saw in that video, yes, you may have saw a bunch of black women, very little men. But I'm telling you, those same black women will rather fuck the same 10 men than give any average man any pussy. I'm telling you, black men in Atlanta, man, those guys are not getting no box, bro. Those guys are going 6 months, 12 months, 3 years with no pussy before he gets 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. When you like I said, man, you see guys with 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Most guys don't want that. Oh man, it's a rough reality when it comes to women. Like I said, the job market is scarce down there. Shit, job market is really scarce, man. That was a frightening thing down there as well. Job market is scarce. Black women not even checking for you. Racism, classism, colorism. Crazy, man. Not to mention, life expectancy is already short. Education is terrible if you get to have kids. You know what I'm saying? STDs in Atlanta are crazy. Like I said, man, the majority of those women are having sex with down low men. You already know black women, they love those jail guys, and those jail guys, man, they be doing stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, black women, dude, like I say, some guys I understand, they just like losing. They're sadomasochists. They're addicted to pain. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Black men, get up out of Atlanta. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna continue to keep saying it. Get up out of Atlanta, man. What is Atlanta doing for you? What is Atlanta doing for you? Anyways, I'm out. Peace.